and welcome back to the final part of the nominee show for the Carpe Diem 2019-20 Awards. We're now going to move on to our final category that you guys will be voting for, which is Male Runner of the Year. In this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candidates. So again, the 6 nominee system went out the window because people have been just too good. So again, we're in alphabetical order. We'll start off with the nominee number 1 for Male Runner of the Year, Anthony Evans. So Anthony Evans is the same as the Tony Evans guy who was nominated earlier, but this is what he likes to put down on Sundays, and as we all know, Sunday is run day. So let me tell you, this guy's been absolutely superb this season. He was the first Carpe Diem finisher in the Ben Madden half, clocking 1 hour 34, the 5th senior male overall, which is absolutely phenomenal considering it was his first go at a half marathon. He's completed all 6 league races, and in those 6 he's been in the A team on 3 occasions and the B team on 3 occasions, which shows the consistency of the boy. Now when he's injured or when he can't be there for whatever reason, he also makes an effort. He's very much a club man. He's the cameraman at training when he's injured. He's never missed a social event, including turning up to the Christmas night out after everyone had already gone home. He is that kind of guy, and he's currently 3rd senior male in the league, which, as anybody knows, the standard in Jib is absolutely cracking, especially those runners that turn up for one race and then go away again. But this is what consistency gets you, and that's why Tony's sitting in 3rd place. So your first nominee for Male Runner of the Year is Anthony Evans. The second nominee is Dan Armstrong. So when Dan's not doing lockdown videos to entertain us all in scuba gear, he is actually an amazing athlete. He actually won the Carrera de la Mujer last August, the first person past the line. Well, actually, I tell a lie. He was going to win the race, but a local runner was just behind him, and he stopped, waited for him, and they crossed the line together, which is absolutely superb attitude from the boy. He's the first finisher in the club for all 5 league races that he has done, and of course he is now the club's marathon record holder, having done Seville Marathon in 2 hours 54 and 39 seconds, which is an absolutely unbelievable time for a first go at a marathon. He did Marb's half in 1 hour 28, and he does Round the Rock in 38 minutes. That's the standard of running that this guy delivers on a week-to-week basis. So your second nominee is Dan Armstrong. The third nominee for Male Runner of the Year is Les McKee. Okay, so not going to bang on about it too much, but since the club started, I've just put he's ran 7 marathons, 4 half marathons. He set the original club record for the marathon. I ran the first marathon of anyone in this club. Dan beat that by 1 hour 13 minutes. Not bad. So yeah, obviously I didn't vote for myself, but I have been nominated. So your third nominee is Liz. Okay, great. So the fourth nominee, back to the real athletes, is Louis Hook. This is the guy I want to be when I grow up, to be fair. He is absolutely an inspiration to loads of us. He's chalking off marathons like they're going out of fashion. He did 2 marathons in 3 weeks in terms of Valencia and then going to Malaga, where he was the first finisher for Carpe Diem. He then went on the Seville Marathon in February, where he clocked a PB, which is absolutely superb again. He does Round the Rock in 42 minutes. What more can I say? He's been absolute class, and I know that so many people in the club look up to Louis. Very, very deserving nominee. So number 4, Louis Hook. Okay, cool. We have 3 more nominees for you for Male Runner of the Year. Number 5, Phil Taylor. Okay, so Phil is currently 3rd in his category in the league, and he's well positioned to finish there if the league resumes. He was also 3rd in the La Linea de San Roque 12K, which meant that Phil got to go on the podium. Unfortunately, he filled his name in wrong, so he was down as Taylor Phil rather than Phil Taylor, or Taylor Swift as his nickname became that day. He's an absolute model of consistency. He's done Corps Libre 5 times, and every one of his times is between 23 minutes 30 and 23 minutes 50. That is absolutely insane. For the club, he works hard to push others, as you all know. You've all been training with him and you know what he's like. He's an absolute joy to be around, and he organises transport to the events. Although he does get a little upset if you dance on the seats. It's just one small downside. And he was also the first club finisher in the Los Barrios 14k. He came sprinting up the hill against some other guy, but the other guy, his kid ran out to run over the line with him. So rather than take that as he was going to win the race, Philip just slowed down, and the three of them, him, the other guy, and the child, crossed the line together, which is absolutely what this club is about. So your fifth nominee for Male Runner of the Year, Phil Taylor. Come on, people, you've got to clap quicker than that. Okay, so two more nominees. The sixth nominee for Male Runner of the Year, Sean Turnin. So Sean's been in the club from the get-go, and he's an absolutely superb and consistent performer. In terms of the league races, this season he's been in the A team twice, in the B team in the other three. His round the rock times have gone from 48 minutes all the way down to 45. His Corps Libre best is 22 minutes and 14, which is actually the fourth best time clocked by anyone in this club. And he's also a first-time marathoner. He went to Malaga and finished his first ever marathon this season. He was also the first club finisher in the Algeciras 7k, where he was involved in quite a mighty sprint finish. And of course, we've all seen he likes to get involved in sprint finishes with the female athletes as well. Quite an iconic photo of himself and Abby at the Jib Half Marathon last year, which we will confirm who won that photo at the awards evening. We do have the proof. So your sixth nominee for Male Runner is Sean Turnin. And the final nominee for Male Runner of the Year is Stefan Dumas. So if Monica is the queen of Strava, then Stefan Dumas is most definitely the king. This guy, literally, so there's 107 people in the club. If all 107 of you messaged him to say you want to go for a run at different times of the day, he would run 107 times a day. That is how committed this guy is to running and to you guys as a club. He's been absolutely immense. He's been great for me, and I'm sure there's many more who feel exactly the same. He's clocked 12 Corps Libres with a PB of 23:39. Considering his first attempt at Corps Libre was over 27 minutes, that is absolutely superb. His desire to get better is there, and it's there for all to see. He motivates people to come along, even when they don't want to. He just has a way of making everybody want to get involved in running, because it's his passion and he wants it to be your passion too, and that's why he's so good for the club. So your final nominee for Male Runner of the Year, Stefan Dumas. Okay, thank you. So that concludes the nominees. Let me talk you through the process from this point on. I will create a survey monkey once I work out how it works. You will all get the link, and that will be your opportunity to vote. We're going to leave the videos on YouTube for the next little while, unless they pull them down for whatever reason. Too much canned laughter, possibly. Too much canned clapping. However, what we will do is we'll get that survey monkey to you next week, give you a little bit of time to think, and you will then be asked to pick your 1, 2 and 3 for each of the 5 categories that I've gone through with you tonight. So if you're thinking, I wasn't nominated for any of the awards, they don't value me, etc., etc., what you need to realise is we had 15, 16 people for each of the categories, and we had to whittle it down to something in order to make this into some sort of a show. At the awards night, every single runner, whether you've ran once, trained once, ran 1,000,000 times, whatever it may be, will all be rewarded for the season that you've had. We have had a tremendous season. We didn't expect it to end this way. We didn't want it to end this way, but it looks like that is now the case. However, we will be back. That I can assure you. We don't know when, but Carpe Diem Day is set for the 1st of August. We're going to seize the day on Seize the Day. Then we'll seize the night on Seize the Day night. We will have a great time, and good luck to you trying to sort this out and vote for your favourites or the people that you think are the most deserving. It's going to be interesting. I can't not call any of these awards. It's going to be great to see who gets them on the night. I look forward to us all being not stuck indoors, dressed in our best. I might have to buy a new suit because you've all seen this one now. But I look forward to seeing you all at the awards night, Rock Hotel, Saturday the 1st of August. Stay safe, everyone. I'll be in touch. Hope you enjoyed the videos and want me thumbs up. Thanks. Good night.